Alright, hey everybody, it's AntagonistKim, and we're back with more Thaumaturge. So, Rasputin's little stunt got us into a bit of trouble. We ended up in prison. Jail, I guess. We broke out with Samira, and now we are back at, like, the Thaumaturge headquarters with the doc here, who's also a Thaumaturge and our father's friend. We did in fact get our dad's grimoire, so we'll just go from there and see how this plays out. Sit down and talk with the Thaumaturges. First things first, though, I'm sure there's plenty of things we can touch in here. Patient charts, list of patient services. Mr. CR, autistic, I refuse payment. With a sick child, refuse payment as well. Gash wound, 2 rounds of dressings, okay. Subjected, gynecological disease, instructed her to go to Anna for consultation, okay. Patient charts, they've been anonymized. Burkanovich is concerned with patients extends beyond medical treatment. It appears that he also refuses certain money for certain help, which is incredibly kind of him to do. Not a lot of doctors would do that. Pistol bullets. They look like they were removed from someone's body. The vessel contains the words of a Thanksgiving prayer. Its intention is to send grace to Dr. Emir Bernakovic, who helps anyone, even revolutionaries, even though they've been shot, he brings relief and asks no questions like a true angel. Emir's clinic. Bernakovic is a doctor by calling who sincerely cares for his patients. He pays no attention to their social class or background. If he can relieve their suffering, he will. This is not a common attitude. Yeah, I was about to say, this guy is the real deal, huh? Let's see what else we got. Is there anything else? Okay, let's go sit down to the Thaumaturge's group thingy. Alright, let's see if there's anything else in here. Can't open that. Anything in here? I see little thingies flying around, which means we might have some stuff we can touch and assess. So we got a letter here. Or something. The Morning Gazette, riots in front of the St. Mary's Magdalene Orthodox Church. Yesterday was a highly turbulent day for Praga residents. The events in front of the St. Mary Magdalene Orthodox Church unfolded as follows. According to witnesses, everything started while an exorcism was being performed inside of the church. The ritual would have been ended happily if not for Grigory Rasputin, who was there to cure the possessed boy. He then delivered a fiery sermon that provoked the troublemakers present in the church to start a brawl. Shots were fired, the church went at each other's throats, and the scuffle broke out, which then moved outside of the church walls in a last spurt of decency. The police were called, the local patrols arrived on the scene. The brawl lasted for about half an hour. A few of the most aggressive ringleaders were arrested, while the rest managed to escape during the confusion. What else? We got a little bowl. Home medicine chest. It's full of dried herbs, as well as homemade ointments and concoctions. Acerbic thoughts hang between bundles of herbs. When something works, it works. Who cares if it comes from folk medicine or a fancy lab? Half-wits could also benefit from reading Avicenna and including hygiene and exercise in their treatment. All right. What else? Got another thing here. Scientific brochure, inheriting for the talent of thaumaturgy. When it comes to thaumaturges passing their skill to their heirs, little research has been done. In this work, I shall present my own hypotheses. However, the issue requires further study for many years. It has been believed that the talent for thaumaturgy is tied strictly to either the male or the female line in a given family. However, deviations from this were far too frequent to be termed mere errors of nature. The works of Gregor Mendel may shed a bit of light on this issue, particularly his theory about dominant or recessive genes, which I will refer to in chapter 4. I'm not going to use this yet. What about this? Chess. The armies standing on the board are composed of figures and arguments. The bishop of deep conviction beats the rook, and the black pawns prepare their heuristic ambush. The white knight gets ready for a counterattack. And so they remain, locked in a battle in eternal suspense, frozen in a discussion, interrupted by death. Okay, letters. What can I tell you, my dear? Human acrimony knows no bounds, but one must believe in one's cause and doggedly take one step for another, however small and pathetic it may seem. Or at least that's what I've been telling myself so far. After years of fighting, not so much against disease and poverty, but against prejudice and malice, I feel quite drained of strength and am seriously considering the prospect of abandoning my work. The 1,000 needles struck into my supposedly tough skin have left festering scars. First, the difficulties and refusals when I want to start a practice in Warsaw after completing my studies in Zurich. Then, the rejected candidacy at the Warsaw Medical Society, despite having that recommendation from Professor Hewer. After that, there were the problems in Petersburg, miraculously interrupted by coincidence, thanks to which I became a doctor in the Sultan's harem, and finally, a cornucopia of unpleasant insinuations, which I was treated to by both the press and my fellow doctors. They say you should look for your inner strength because it is that strength that is needed most in the times of darkness. However, I am sympathetic to you and your dilemmas. Do not hesitate to come and talk to me. My door is always open to you. Best regards, Anna. Okay. Okay, Anna Dabrowska, the first woman doctor to open a practice in Warsaw. Okay. Interesting. What else we have here? Shamail, after the burial of the deceased, is visited by two angels, Munkara and Nakira. If they were a good and devout person, God will inspire them to answer the angels' questions correctly. However, if they were not devout, they will become frightened and lose the ability to speak upon seeing the angels. Here are the questions that you will be asked after death and the answer that should be given. Interesting. Who is your Lord? And your answer should be, my Lord is the Almighty God Allah. What is your religion? My religion is of Islam. What is the name of your prophet? The name of my prophet is Muhammad. What is the name of your book? The name of my book is, in fact, the Holy Quran. What is your Qibla? My Qibla is the stately Al-Kaaba. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm not. From whom do you hail? I hail from Adam. What peoples are your brothers in faith? The people... Oh, I'm sorry. What are peoples of your brothers in faith? That answer should be the peoples of Abraham. Truly, I'm a Muslim. Alhamdulillah. Interesting. Chamail, a beautiful edition of the Book of the Muslim Prayer. Amir's home. Amir is a doctor and a Tartar Falde who combines traditional medicine with scientific achievement. We got music as well. Collect all gramophone records. Very cool. All right, I think after this we can sit down. Let's go.
Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame must be the Thaumaturge Wictor told me about.
Did I mention that?
For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, sir.
Assure him that you trust her. I mean, as of right now, based off of what we found on her items, she doesn't want to be associated with Konitchkin, the guy that's a part of the Russian secret police, so I'm going to say we trust her.
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already?
Admit that you've retrieved the grimoire. Ask what's next.
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
Admit that there hasn't been time for it.
Not yet. I haven't had the time.
That's understandable.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? That is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected thaumaturges could share their powers.
It's still just a hypothesis. How can we verify it?
Only through an experiment, I presume.
So what is it?
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. The other one you mentioned. Who is that?
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Rofe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
How well do you actually know Rafa?
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
Right, do you know where we can find him? Because we kind of went back near his, area and he wasn't there.
Do you know where I could find him, if not at the bazaar?
I know he used to live somewhere in the heart of Mirov. Maybe there.
The bizarre Thaumaturge.
Alright, well, we better go get him.
I'll bring him here. He owes me.
Then you can call in a favor. There's also the question of that Rasputin.
What do you mean?
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Wictor.
Yikes. Oh my god. Let's see if we can do this or not. Act 3. Oh my god. Okay. Acrophia written in blood. Ay caramba. Uh-oh. Jawa? Uh-oh, little pup might be downstairs, but it's okay. So, here's what's crazy, right? I think we're okay. We need to find Ariel, Rafa. Our other things we're looking at, Thaumaturge, alright? I think we're in the clear. All of our head is right now kind of clear for these two things. This, I think, is the golem that we gave to Rafa. So I don't think we have to worry about unlocking our brain again for this, but I don't know where we should hit first. I think we might want to... Emir insists that I visit Rafa to convince him. Yeah, we should maybe do this first. And then we need to get rid of Buddy Boy. How's it going, Samira?
Did you come to check on me?
Would that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
What about you, Sarah?
Who is Sarah Rivkin?
You saw my files at Konechkin's. Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean to upset you.
Please. Sincerity for sincerity.
I'm not interested in your secrets.
Alright.
All right.
Do you have any other personal questions?
We could have used that, but I'm not going to pry. Why did you run away with me?
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
Let me guess.
Surprise me.
Assume she wanted freedom from Konechkin? I'm assuming you're believed in my cause.
I have a strong suspicion you can see a lot of benefits and value in our cause.
Possibly. I will grant myself the comfort of cautious optimism until it's done.
Okay, and then what do you think about the doctor?
What are your impressions after meeting our host?
Do you trust no one, or are you just being polite?
Explain, did you want to know our opinion?
I just wanted to know your opinion. If what we are planning here is going to work, you'll have to trust us at some point.
I'm not sure if he's a good Felcher, but he seems to be an experienced Thaumaturge. And it's not easy for me, but I think I would trust him. Not that I have any choice.
Okay.
I'll come back later.
Sure.
Alright, definitely like Samira. She's cool. She's too legit to quit. Definitely like her more than Wanda. Wanda seemed like she was with Mikhail. I mean, he's sadly passed away since then, but... Oh, hey! Chapter 3. Leave the clinic and greet the martial law in Warsaw. Oh, God. So that means it's going to be wild out here. The Warsaw Courier. There are peasant riots in Pitcrow Township. Permission was granted for the construction of the new Catholic Church. Preacher Rasputin, known in the St. Petersburg controversies, has arrived in Warsaw. Butchers declare a strike. The management of the Warsaw Gas Works introduce a czar. Okay. What is this? Oh, we can speak to him as well. I don't know if we need to, but what's up?
Did you manage to solve your healer's case?
I'm working on it.
I see.
How'd you know my dad and Sulfur?
Tell me how a Jew, a Tatar, and my father met.
Who first? Choose.
How about my dad?
Tell me about my father.
I met Stanisław during the January uprising. He was still a bachelor then. We were in the same unit under Traugott.
Were there many Thaumaturges fighting back then?
We didn't flash it around. Besides, we all bleed red. I used to be a frequent visitor to your house, but as time went by, less and less so.
Did something happen?
Just life. Stanisław focused on his family, and I focused on my practice.
I feel like that's probably also in part to the fact that Stanislaw was kind of slowly working with, her name was Svetlana. They were kind of having an affair thing going on. And she was connected with the Tsar's family, which then got her in with the Russian police in like a bad way, the secret police. So, what about Sofer?
What about Sofer?
The old rabbi was introduced to me by Stanisław. He was the one who sought to acquaint us with one another. Sofer was a powerful Kabbalist and very respected in his community. He was the one who brought the golem into existence. I didn't get a chance to know him better, as he died shortly after casting that curse.
Do you think that summoning the golem might have been the cause?
No, it was the profusion of cookies he loved so much that killed him.
Right, he had like a heart condition, I think. Cholesterol or something like that. Say he treated him.
You treated Sofer. I found a prescription he wrote.
That's true. A hopeless case of an addiction to trivialities. Had we met sooner, he might still be alive.
And do you know about the Horowitz pharmacist?
Tell me about Horowitz's case. How did it impact the coterie?
He was actually the reason it started to fall apart. He was a socialist chemist who knew a lot. There was a risk he would be exposed.
So my father killed him.
Stanisław took the burden of that decision upon himself, reckoning with consequences. He knew the Jewish community would blame him, and Sofer couldn't defy the will of his people. That would compromise him and be the undoing of us all. Stanisław did us a favor. And to socialists as well, I guess.
Okay.
I have some other questions.
You do?
And what about you?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm afraid your request is too broad. Ask me a more direct question.
Oh, where do you come from?
Do you come from here?
You're asking if I was born in Warsaw? I only came here after the uprising. My family comes from Vilnius. But my heart beats the same as yours.
Right, and, what about the Tartars?
Tell me more about the Tatars.
My ancestors settled around Vilnius over 600 years ago. Since they were noblemen, we kept our own religion and traditions.
Are you all Muslims?
Are you all Catholics? Everyone lives by their heart. And that's the way it should be.
Damn, I'm loving this guy. He freaking loves everybody, and I love that. I love everybody, too. Ask who he considers himself to be.
Who do you consider yourself to be?
A doctor.
I meant, who do you feel like?
A Tatar, a Pole, a servant of Allah. I am all of them. I like to believe that I'm a good man, too. I avoid labeling people, Wictor. It leads nowhere.
Good one, buddy. That's a great one. And about the first meeting.
When we first met, you tested me.
I had to know what kind of clay you're made of. Forgive the pun.
I have a feeling I didn't come across well in your eyes. I failed.
All is not lost. We are still talking, aren't we? And what did you think of me back then, if I may ask?
Admit, he struck you, you were struck us as eccentric. I'm impressed with his willpower, yeah.
I must say you impressed me. Especially considering the fact you look rather...
Old? Experience comes with age. Remember that. Remember also that kindness and gentleness have nothing to do with weakness. And that they cost nothing.
Alright, this guy's lit.
I have some other questions.
Go ahead.
That's it, buddy. Thank you.
I have to go now.
May Allah guide you.
Very cool. So I was kind of curious more about him before. We wanted to talk to him a long time ago, and he's like, yeah, not right now. That's a longer story for a different time. So I'm glad we got to speak with him. Alright. Ooh.
Vaše dokumenty.
Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
Yeah. Ask what this is about, and since you don't understand.
What is it? Can't one take a walk anymore?
Niet. Not with that book.
Uh-oh.
Documents. I won't say it again.
Ryadovoy Streltsov. I'll take over. Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
Show my Lazarus the documents? I guess, because, I mean, we broke out of the thing, but this could be a bad call.
Why so nervous, officer? If it's papers you want to see, I'll show you. I've nothing to hide.
He's a magician, Captain.
What, am I blind? I can see he's a magician, but he's not the one. Show Harsho. You can go. Just watch yourself.
Rasputin's whereabouts? I've learned from Lazarev that Rasputin is waiting for me in Povishla, near the brothel. Interesting, okay. So they think Rasputin's the magician. Interesting, so they've cleared me, which is great. Say thank you.
Thank you very much, officer. Au revoir.
I've got my eye on you. Streltsov, reinforcements are needed on Bzetska. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Alright, cool. So unironically, it's kind of shooting him in the foot, Rasputin, because they don't know I was the one that did it. What's this? Oh, no, that's her face right there. Poster with Victor's portrait. Wanted. Dangerous Thaumaturge on the loose. Anyone with knowledge of the individual's urge to report us. No rewards currently offered. Yikes.
Intriguing.
Okay. I don't know why they wouldn't have known us instantly, but we'll just pretend we didn't see that, right? Let's just go. Ooh, what's this? The Polish Gazette. Miracles of the Magdalene at the Magdalene Orthodox Church. Is that what they really are? Yesterday's service at St. Mary's Magdalene Orthodox Church featured an exorcism performed by a young boy whose soul had been riddled by evil spirits. The spirit was expelled, but to the surprise of the believers, not by the priest, but by a monk, Rasputin, who put himself between Father Kirill and the possessed child. The monk, using methods only known to him, freed the child and the fetters of the evil one, while insulting the clergyman and accusing him of incompetence. The hearts of those gathered lit up like wildfire, and verbal, bodily altercations ensued. Our brave servicemen stepped in and restored order, arresting the troublemakers. So what did Rasputin really achieve? Was the riot part of his plan? Did he sincerely care about that kid? Or perhaps the boy was not possessed at all. The truth remains unknown. Yikes. Admire the view. It's actually kind of funny. Okay. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what we could get from this, but I guess let's just go. Miro. Oh, the other places are locked right now. Interesting. Alright. We don't get to go home either. We're screwed, people. Are these guys gonna jump us here? We're actually getting a little long on the episode, but let's, ooh. Let's get to where we need to go first. See if we can't get Ariel. Ooh, what is this? Anti-Thaumaturge leaflets. Youth, join the fight for a happy Warsaw. No magicians or devils. Great. Oh boy, here we go. Got a whole little group of people here. Nice. But not so nice. Oh boy, this is not good.
God, oh God, I had such a beautiful son, such a good boy, and the devil got him. A pox on that fiend.
Comfort her.
I'm sorry for your loss. Is there any way I can help?
Get that thug and deliver divine punishment upon him. But you're one of them. Help! My goodness,
Oh, no.
everyone, help me! A magician wants to kill me.
Oh, shit. So let me guess, it was Ariel's doing here? Oh, good lord. Can I do the improvisation here? For one? No, everything costs too much. Alright, we'll wait on that. Alright, let's end this real quick. I hate to have to do this to you, old lady, but it is what it is. Who's this? Upir, Lelik, or Marana? Let's use Lelik here. Let's do Baby Bird Screech of Evil, and then let's divert focus here. Ooh! He has a bully club and a shotgun. Ouchies. Baby Bird hasn't done his thing yet. Let's just keep using it. There we go. Traits gone. Got rid of 2 there. Alright, our boy's down a little bit. Let's use Marana on him. Yeah, Embrace Sand's thing. Pestilence Breath. Let's use that. One more time, and then we should be able to take care of him. Oh, the club! Cool, yeah, let's brain melt ya. Beautiful. Okay. Our other guy is down as well. Let's just keep brain melting you, and then I want you to use your sand attack again. That should get him down to a point of brain meltingness. Ooh, that didn't get rid of anything. Ooh! Oh, he has a shovel. I thought it was something else. My bad. It's still not good there. So why is he not breaking it up? We could do a little baby punch or something. 1 for 1. Ooh! We'll concuss you, and then for you... Upir the Djinn. Let's use Upir, and let's get some health back. Nice. Do a punch then, I guess. We need you to get rid of the other traits here. 12, perfect. At 11. honestly. Let's do inflict old wounds. Let's do another one of these. Get health back. Hopefully we don't have any other things we gotta confront there. Ay, ay, ay. Nice. And then we might be able to kill him right here. Oh, we didn't. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. Do another quick attack here. Wreck him.
May the devil take you. I hope you burn in hell, bastard. My Tajik. Spizek.
Now you see what crusades lead to, Granny. We all lose.
This isn't over. My beautiful Tajik. My son.
Oh boy, okay. This wasn't quite what we wanted to do here. It looked like it would have gave me a chance to investigate some stuff, but not sure how we would have gotten in there to investigate if it hadn't just drawn us in. Like, maybe we could have talked this down or something. I don't know. Boss is in his office. Okay, guys. I'm going to stop right here. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll talk to Ariel, Rofe in the next one, alright? Bye for now.